2, 1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. I'm your boy Smooth.
It's your boy AZ.
And guys, we are back with episode 13, where we have a mystery caller. But before we get into that, I'd like to say a few things while we go over, what we're going to get into. I also have to do the usual, which is take this live and get the link and get it out there. We have to get it in the official Godfather Discord, and then we also have to get it into
the game.
Yeah, the game as well. So let me just go ahead and pull this up real quick. All right.
So while Brother Smooth is handling that, I would love to talk about today's neutral gang event later on, or the back end, because we mentioned something yesterday, predictions, and then we mentioned that some people wouldn't move, and it's ironic how certain people move from one position to another. And then I also want to just reiterate, next event that's going on right now is Purge event, and just wanted to touch bases just to remind everybody, because I know these events can be fun.
Oh man, yeah, I'm glad you said that, because you have to imagine, bro, this is the first of everything, right?
Right.
So we're gonna be showing all of these events, all the family events, the Purge events, all that stuff. So this is kind of crazy to think that we've been doing this already almost every day for 2 weeks straight, bro. Episode 13 days, dude. That's crazy. And like the fact that our server's so new and we're gonna be doing all of these events for them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see all this shit first. You know what I'm saying? Like these people might be sticking it out with us, bro, for who knows how long. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool to think that they're gonna see this. Dude, we have OG Chat Mafia. Like OGs that been here with us since day one, rocking out with us, and then a year down the road, bruh.
Veterans.
Vets.
I've said right there.
Vets of the chat.
They're putting their due diligence.
Yeah, exactly.
They really had a respect of just and listen.
Right.
For real.
I put the link in the Godfather Discord. Can you get that? Oh, we already got it. We got it. You guys got it in there? Are you guys putting the link in the game? Anybody?
I will be.
Okay.
I didn't see the link you posted though.
I just wanted to.
I just saw it in Mafia. I have Mafia mobile, but I don't know what chat you were talking about that.
Yeah, as long as you got the link and you can put it in the game, that's basically all we need. Okay, yeah, so I'm glad Aztec said that about the neutral gangs. I do want to say shout out to Tony Stark, shout out to Simon. I'm not sure how he pronounces that. He was killing it in neutral gang event as well. Aztec was putting up some serious points. Tony Stark, dude, what the hell? I saw Angelito putting up some points early. I didn't really get to see. I wish there was a way, like there was like a events log where you could go back and just look and see like who just won, who placed. You know what I'm saying? You can see the rankings on the just past events. That way you don't just log in and you got something in your mailbox. You're like, oh, well, I busted ass. I'd really like to know who took my first place spot. I don't know unless I go in game and ask. I really wish I could go back and just look and see, who were my competitors while I was asleep. Let's see here. Okay, so the first thing I do want to say, Aztec, you're still with us, right, brother?
It has on Snapchat face.
Hey, yo, AZ.
What up, though? I'm sorry on this play. I be forgetting. My thing, I gotta stop. No, guys, sure. I had myself on mute, so I was talking, but I was just giving a whole spew right now. And then I realized you didn't even answer back, and I'm like, damn, I talked to myself. My bad.
Oh,
My
man.
bad. But no, I'm here, big dog.
Well, the fact that Athena's not in here yet, like she's gonna start going crazy when she finds out that we were live and she didn't know. So I realized I didn't ping everybody. I'm gonna do that really quick in our chat.
So I wanted to elaborate because this is what I was talking about on mute, thinking I was talking to the world. But I think what I'll do is moving forward, 10 minutes prior to the event closing that day of. So starting with this next event, Purge event.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 minutes before reset, I'll definitely get the finals. But what I am going to do for you guys, because I like I said, you're going to hear me say this a lot, I love sports. Like, I'm like, in my head right now, I feel like I'm a new Stuart Scott, may he rest in peace, but I'm like doing it for a Godfather mobile gap. So I want to kind of intertwine those two. You know what I mean?
No, I really like that.
Like, yeah, like how I did earlier today, right, with the neutral games. Because you remember last night was a whole different list than today. And I think sometimes when people see that competitive juices start riling. Like, wait, what? How did you get to number 3? And I was, let me start playing. Let me start getting it going again. So I'm going to try that out for Purge event and all other events after that. And just get played and give like vital signs, as I call it, every 4 hours or so, just to give people a pulse of where they're at in the game and in the event. And then, families can get together like, hey guys, let's pick it up, or hey guys, let's just keep pushing. I don't know, see if it works.
No, bro, I love that. I love that you're so committed and that you're doing, like, you just have all these juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? You got you got all these ideas going, bro. Because here's the thing, over here at ACG, where we're just a couple gamers, we have a bunch of different segments that we're going to be pushing out here pretty soon, because it doesn't make sense just to do these type of live streams every day. I think that we should have some type of structure, but I think that from this journalistic standpoint, like you're talking about, I think that a lot of people, if you were actually in, like, let's say you were working for the Times or any type of media network, they don't give you the freedom to do whatever you want to do. And so that's what I'm giving Aztec, is the freedom to do whatever he wants to do. I'm behind him 1000%. So so whatever Aztec wants to do, I'm sure Aztec's going to listen to the community, and he's going to listen to our chat mafia and give you guys what you want. So just get in touch with Aztec, reach out to Aztec.
It's like I have creative juices, but I want to intertwine that with everybody's ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody can feel incorporated into this project that we're in. You hit it on the head. I want to say the first or second episode when you mentioned that you're the people's radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, one, by you doing what you're doing right now and, getting things acclimated, and, you got veterans coming over, like, intrigued, and, I'm going to say this in front of everybody right now, okay? You gave me my blessing last night. All right, that was a private phone call. But I'm going to go ahead and speak on this before we get into the show, because I know we probably got a little bit of time. But I want to say, Smooth is giving me an opportunity that I've been looking for. I just haven't found an outlet to find it. And I really believe in the universe and how it brings back certain things that you actually need to be successful in life. And so by him allowing me to be on his podcast as a co-host, number one, is very appreciative, because as he mentioned, and I mentioned this to Lethal, but I didn't say this to Bro, but I'm gonna tell it right now live. Give me some time, and I'm gonna have my own podcast. But on this podcast, we're just gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about community. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the word love and how we need to bring that back, and just little things like this and that, and following stuff. But once again, if it wasn't because of Smooth, I wouldn't have had an opportunity to do what I need to do. So, shout outs to Smooth 100%. Like I said, our story, if y'all really wanted to listen to it, we can tell y'all. It's deep, but big shout outs to you, big dog.
Hey man, I really appreciate that, bro. Like, got me a little emotional right now, man. I really do appreciate that, dude. We're gonna do big things here, and we were just talking about how this is a humble beginnings for us right now. We're going 2 weeks straight, every single day, and we're doing it for you guys, and we're doing it because of you guys. So I can see where we're going, and I can see us still doing this a year from now. And I can't see the changes that are going to happen. Obviously, I think that would be a fun prediction episode to do as well one day down the road. But I know they're going to be great, and so I'm glad I get to share these moments with you guys, and I'm glad that I get to give people a platform. Speaking of a platform, I think we should just go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
We have someone to me is very important. Someone on the phone with us right now, a mystery guest who has just tons of information, tons of connections, tons of just vast knowledge about this game that I wish I had. So I just want to know, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Awesome. And the people,
the encyclopedia of Godfather, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we get a round of applause for this mystery guest? Can we get a round of applause for this mystery guest?
Godfather right there.
All right. So, can we get a sound check as well? Is anybody in the chat listening right now? I'm sure our chat mafia people are going to be here soon. We're waiting on their arrival. But we'll try and leave the best information for later. So let's try and work our way around this. All right, let's eat the crust first. So guys, as you all know, we have organized a tournament. This is just the idea so far. We have 2 weeks, until we do this. I set the 2 weeks out just because I wanted to give us time to, get people into our Discord to hype it up and stuff like that. Because we set the date, and this person who's on the phone with us right now, we're just gonna let's make up a name for this person. What would you like your name to be?
Encyclopedia of Godfather.
All right, we'll call her Webster. I like that.
There
Webster's Dictionary. All right, Webster.
Webster works.
Okay, I like Webster.
See, look, it worked.
Okay, Webster. I kind of like that shit. Now that I'm saying it, I like that. For future episodes, like Webster comes back on.
Just make sure you
I know. Thank you, Lethal, helping me out. So Webster, she has the right idea. Okay, we were talking about how we could make this work, and it was a very important phone call because Webster gave me a lot of like almost like an outlook on what will not work, and kind of like talking to most people when you ask them what they like, it's easier to just ask them what they don't like. So we do want your guys' input is still as far as what we can do, what ideas might work. You guys can give it. And I think was it I think it was just last stream we were talking about the tournament, right? Aztec, and people were telling us like what would work and stuff like that. Some ideas, wasn't that last stream?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we need that again. We need Chat Mafia to help us out. But right now, Webster, would you like to tell them what you think is the best idea? You can go ahead and just tell them what we talked about.
Sure. So I remember catching your stream like 2 days ago, and it really piqued my interest about this competition that you wanted to do. And I believe at the time you mentioned something about kill event, which in theory would be perfect, so to speak, because every single zone, every single server receives kill event, but logistically it's difficult because there are sections of servers that are doing different things, and they're not necessarily focused on kill event, and timing may be difficult because of things like server war or merge wars. So you're more focused on fighting externally than you are fighting internally.
Right. Right. Yeah. So that makes sense. Why that for now? I think it would be cool. Maybe in the future we do specific server tournaments. We make accounts in the newer servers that are just created, knowing they have a kill event coming up, because usually the first kill events are the most exciting. Everybody's all juiced up from spending tons of money, and the rivalry of trying to be first place. I think that will be cool. But for right now, we had an even better idea. You want to go ahead and tell them what that is?
So, Smooth and I spoke about how we could do competitive events for the older servers, for the vets, something to entice them into doing things that they've been looking forward to doing, fighting, battle events type things. And I brought up FCL and KCL and how I have seen in the past where people have talked about wanting to be able to view them as a stream, either as it's happening or after the fact.
Right. And that could be either you share your stream link and then I watch it right on my end and then everybody share it on the live that way, or they can just share their screen on Discord and or Line app. Mainly Discord would that okay, let's just say Discord. That's going to work better for the stream. So they could either share their screen or share their stream, and either way we'll be watching, so we could do it that way, right?
Absolutely. And as a vet, I can tell you from my own personal opinion, I would love to be able to watch these videos. I do know and respect that some of our older vets want to keep things secret so that they still have the upper hand, and totally respect that. So even if it's a video after the fact and we're getting to watch the battle, that's awesome. But from this perspective and the podcast, to be able to bring them on and have the conversation, like, what were you thinking as a strategy and how did you go about winning this particular battle, would be awesome, because those are like conversations that don't normally happen between older vets that have been playing this game for a long time, and the people that haven't been playing nearly as long that want to learn from them.
It's so exciting to think about, because like I have been playing this for long enough to where when I've just had bad experiences, man. It always seems like and this server feels so much different, and I don't know if it's just because I've been away for a while and the PTSD of this game kind of wore off, not being in battles 24/7 and the drama, but like this server feels so chill compared to the other servers I've been in. And it seemed like the other servers I was in, the race to spend the most money, like we talked about earlier, the for lack of better words, a dick measuring contest. That's what it always was. In this server, it seems way more lax. If this might be the calm before the storm, who knows? But I always had to dip out of servers before the going got really good, and the end game style. The end game type content came, server wars and stuff like that, server mergers. I've never been in a server merger. I can't even begin to imagine what that would be like, to spend so much time in a server with these people, and then all of a sudden other players are in. Like, that's just crazy to think about to me. But yeah, you're absolutely right, and I think that this is going to be the best. Not only the best thing for the game, the best thing for the channel, but I think it's just the best thing overall for our first tournament style to do. I think that's going to be, and then also, like I said, we still have tons of time to figure out other tournaments while we're doing this one, right? Aztec, you want to weigh in on this?
Yeah. When you say we have tons of time in between, correct?
Yeah, just in between, us doing this first tournament and then the next one, because I'm sure we'll have like a cool down period, of like another 2 weeks before we do a second tournament. So yeah, in all sense of reality, it's about a month away, right, from our second one. So we have plenty of time to plan on other tournaments as well.
Correct. And then also, because of that time, we'll have time to tweak it and make it to where it's viewable for everyone to see. I totally am for this. this new adventure that we can become on, that'd be cool. What not better way to see old vets fighting and then new servers just sitting watching and just learning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to draw interest and keep interest. I think something like this that's new and what Webster said, it intrigued. You know, it's intriguing.
Yep.
And I think that's a good thing. And I think having that time, we can really sit down and think about and evaluate and see what's good and what's not. Because right now, we all know this is still a little baby right now. We're still crawling right now.
He said this is a little baby.
You know what I mean? It's like a little baby right now. Little sweet little baby. That's it.
He said,
That's what it is.
little baby.
So, but overall, just the positivity and just the feedback that I'm getting in the meetings that we're having, sky's the limit, bro. And time can be on our side on this one.
Yeah, man.
I think that's a great point that you're making, Aztec, because it gives people time to plan it with their families or with friends that they're teaming up with in KCL, and gives you guys time to do the logistics and to market out to people so that they can watch it, as well as time for people to submit additional ideas on things that they would love for you guys to cover, whether it's from a vet perspective or from a new player perspective.
Right, exactly. Right. Well, okay, wait, hold on. How many people do we have in here right now? Okay, so it's not enough to drop the information. So guys, please just do us the favor of spreading this link to try and get some of our usual people in here before we drop it, so that way they don't have to go back and listen. But until then, until the big news, guys, I do want to keep elaborating to the people who have never been to a KCL or a FCL, kind of what it is, like to kind of draw them a picture. If you could, Webster.
Oh.
Sorry.
So KCL and FCL are similar. There are a few differences. FCL is just within your own family and up to 20 members. In KCL, it can be up to 5 members across all zones. So if you have friends in another zone, you can team up with them and work together during the tournaments.
And when you... So basically it's a made up map, right? Like it's not your actual server that you're playing in. It's like a generated map, right?
It's a generated map. It is shortened, so it's a smaller map. You get to and from places a lot quicker.
Okay, and what is the overall goal? So how many players for a KCL? Like, what's the difference?
KCL you can have.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
KCL you can have 5 players.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
KCL you have 5 players.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal for both the KCL and an FCL is to achieve the most points. Kind of like a capture the flag type of thing. There are 4 blocks in the center, and then there are 2 villages. There's a guardhouse and a hospital on each side, both of which can give you buffs if you take them or keep them from the other side. The blocks give points. You get points for holding the blocks the longest. So that's ideally what you want to do, is to hold the blocks longer than your opponent. Sometimes, depending upon how strong your opponent is, you're fighting on the blocks in order to be able to get those points.
Awesome. That definitely.
Hey,
go ahead, buddy.
Hey, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to just say something right quick. Sterling's in the chat right now.
Shout out Sterling.
Yeah. Shout out to Sterling. Shout out to Caligula. Also, shout out. If you're new, welcome. But Sterling, since we're on this topic, and I don't want to lose focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if someone screen records their FCL fights, edit the recording, and share the videos, so I'm going to pretty much ask it for him. pretty much, Webster, just to verify. So they can street record it, right? And if they don't want personal information such as their troop force to be shown, they can edit it but show just the important pieces, which is the battle itself. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, because the privacy is going to be important. That's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up. And so with that being said, and we said it earlier, you guys could stream and share the link, or like he said, screen share, or if you guys would like. And we talked about this the other day. Okay, yeah, and I'm glad this was brought up, because I do want to say something. If we are showing battle reports, right, on the stream, that's no different than somebody else who you lost to in a battle sharing it as well, right? So I don't want people to get upset if we're sharing battle reports and, you know, you lost a fight. That's part of this game. So and that is something that someone had a problem with and sent me something about that. And I tried to explain it to them. This is journalism, guys. You know, we're not trying to embarrass anybody, but this is part of the game. You win some, you lose some. So if somebody shares a battle report and you lost, suck it up, get stronger, come back and win. That's all I can say. So that's not aimed at anybody in particular. This is to everybody for the future episodes. So anyway, so now that we've kind of painted a picture for you guys about what this looks like, what are some things that can happen, that have happened while you're battling it out? And so, and also I do want to reiterate for the people. So KCL is 6 people, correct?
5.
I'm sorry, 5 people. Sorry, I don't know why I keep thinking 6. Okay, KCL is 5 players, and that's 5 players from each side, right?
Yeah, 5 players each side across all zones.
Sheesh. Okay, so you get in. There's villages and stuff you have to occupy, but it's not like a regular attack. It's combined operations only, correct?
Correct.
And that's a whole different ballpark. And I think we should definitely do an episode on that, where it's a regular battle versus, or what should I say, a regular attacks versus combined operation attacks, right? So we can explain the difference, because it is not the same thing at all. I mean, literally. Well,
absolutely. And I think that would be a really great episode, because being as much as I've been on this game, like 6 or 7 years, I can tell you from the beginning it was solely individual attack based. Even if you were surrounded by multiple family members from that family during server war, it was individual attack until you were zeroed. We were taught you don't cob until somebody's zero. Right. And that has essentially changed over, I would say, the last year or two, where the big battles are centered around cobs. You don't zero somebody beforehand. You just cob them and zero them that way.
Yep. And let me tell you, guys, I'm sure anybody that's been around the block in Godfather can tell you they've had to learn that shit the hard way. The cold, hard truth. The difference between a regular attack and a cob. Man, listen, guys.
That was hard.
If you have never been cobbed into chaos and had your mansion just randomly blown, it's in the wind
you
into a different.
You will know. You will definitely know.
Okay, so do you want to like I have the experience of being cobbed and doing cobs, but I don't have the experience enough to talk about kind of the difference. And you don't have to go into detail, but can you just, in your terms, Webster, explain the difference in between a regular attack and a cob, and how it makes so much of a difference based on your capos?
The difference really is that your cob, you can load it up with 16 people, all like M36s, and you don't stand a chance. It doesn't matter how many lanes you have within your city. You don't stand a chance.
Right.
Tuck tail and hide at that point.
Right.
What?
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if you're being targeted by one particular person, it's a lot easier to defend against that person.
Exactly.
Hell, you can even port away if you're being individually attacked. You can't port away if you're being copped.
Whoo, that's the difference.
So I've seen this, since we're talking about COD right quick, I'm going to throw this in there right fast. I've seen this a lot with a lot of new players where they come in and then next thing you know, they set up a COD to go hit a city and then they wonder why they lose that COD. And they're under the impression that they were going to win because they were gathering a lot of these troops in. Like, you know, the bigger the troop size, obviously your chances are going to be better. But I just want to know for a friend of mine who's playing, does it make sense to cob another mansion equally or a mansion above you, but your science tech is low? Does that make sense? So you're hitting
it does not make sense. It's like suicide risk.
Wait, I'm sorry. Please, can you say that again and then she can explain?
So I've seen new players set up cobs to hit cities, and then that cob just gets destroyed.
Ah, okay.
And I just wanted to throw that out there so Webster, the book of Godfather, can let the new guys and new gals that's playing this game. It does not make sense to do that. What makes sense is what Webster said prior. Empty the city first. Don't try to do it if you're not there. I just want to throw that out there. Go ahead.
Ideally, I mean, you don't want to go into anything by yourself.
Right.
But if you do go into something by yourself and you don't have a choice, then yes, empty it first, then come.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Write that down.
Yeah, but with that being said, can you kind of explain, Webster, like how the tournament system works? Like as soon from the time it starts, how long it lasts, how, you know what I'm saying? Like how getting the points, how you go about getting the points, some like kind of detail on, you know, just the competitive aspect of it, and some strategies that you have seen, or some strategies that you should try and work on, all of that kind of thing, you know?
Okay, well, I'm not going to speak on the strategies because I think that would probably be a really good point for people that come onto your show and to later.
Okay.
Because everybody has their own personal strategies on how they win, and they may or may not want to share that information. But overall, I'll speak on FCL. It happens Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays twice a day, 1400 and 2100 server time. And you can go in and register up to, I believe it's 2 hours ahead of time. And then 20 members of your family can join. Then at 1400 or 2100, depending upon what time you signed up for, you go and you click join or go to. I can't remember what the button says. And then you get transported to this separate map where it's your family on one side and your opponent on the other side. And in between you guys are what's called like the central city blocks, or there's 4 blocks in between. And then on the edges around the map are the guardhouse and hospital on your side and on their side, and then the villages on the middle, but towards the edges. And then you have 3 minutes in there to kind of get your troops situated. Once the 3 minutes are up, everything starts. So then you begin whatever your family's strategy is on how you approach FCL.
Okay. So I mean I can see it in my head now. You know, what are some? So you said you have to go for these buildings, right?
Yeah, the blocks. And it's a 30-minute battle. It's 30 minutes from the time you go into the game or into the event until it's over. So you have only 30 minutes to do it, and then there are increments for things. So everything but headquarters and actual player attacks are open until the last 10 minutes of the event.
Okay.
During the last 10 minutes of the event, you can attack the headquarters and you can attack players.
Okay, what are the... Okay, so I have them up here on my screen right now. So I've got the guardhouse. Guardhouse will be activated once occupied by the side, after which red buttonman damage will increase by 50%. But as soon as it has been occupied by the blue side, then this effect will disappear. Blue side, I don't know why I can't read down on that. Okay, so red hospital activated after speed. Wait, what?
So what happens is, I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on this one. So so it's the guardhouse and the hospital. You want those because those give the family the buffs to secure the blocks, so you can keep the blocks secure. Because like Webster said, the blocks is money. That's cash. And so you want, and we're not going to talk about strategy, but you want to keep your blocks occupied by your family, and you want to keep your buildings occupied, and then you want to go take the other buildings so you can start taking over. But you got to strategize. You just can't think you just go in there like Hercules.
Right.
Okay, can't do that.
Right, but
It's not going to work.
So when I bring up the Occupy Stronghold tab, and so Sterling brings up a good point. Even city attacks are cobbed, though. That's important. Yeah, so it's not just cobbing these buildings or the blocks or whatever. You're also cobbing the other players as well. It can happen, right? Doesn't always happen, but it does. It can happen, right?
So you can be battling on a block in the middle of the map with one troop, and then as long as it's within the last 10 minutes, you can also cob a city. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. So
so you can do that.
Okay, and do you get points for cobbing players, for attacking players?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, this is so awesome.
You get 200 points. You get 200 points for cobbing a player. You get, I want to say it's 10,000 for headquarters. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 10,000.
Okay, and so what? I know you said you didn't want to go over really strategy because for whatever reason that doesn't really matter. But so is there a specific buildings that you want to target first? Like, or is there an order in which that most players do this?
I mean, part of that is strategy talk. But I can tell you that as long as you are holding blocks, not necessarily guardhouse or hospital, as long as you are holding blocks, meaning you've got troops raining a block, you are gaining points.
Okay. I was just wondering because I saw that. Yeah. Wait. Xena said 5,000. Sterling said 5,000. What is that? What does that mean?
Sorry, I got the amount wrong. It's 5,000 points for headquarters, not 10,000.
Okay. Yeah. And so that's why I asked the question because I did see the number 5,000, but I didn't see any other numbers really, other than that. So I was just wondering, like, is there an order in which you would want to hit it, not strategy related, but just points related, for your team? Obviously, you're trying to be the team that has the most points at the end, right? So, is there a breakdown on points for other buildings, or do you just find out after you occupy them?
There is a breakdown for points. For headquarters and guardhouse, but the actual blocks in the center and the village, they're accumulation points. So it's
Okay.
not just like a hit and go. It's you sit there and you accumulate points for as long as you're sitting there.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I only did this twice in my old server before I left for a while, and I was so confused. I was just kind of trying to follow what everybody else was doing. Let's see. Want to defend your? Xena says always want to defend your hospital and your guardhouse. Oh, so why is that important?
Well, you can get the buffs from that. The
Oh.
healing buffs and the attack buffs.
Okay.
But I didn't speak on it because that comes to the strategy aspect of it, and also you can win an FCL without having either one of those.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's
That would
why I
be
stay
dope.
quiet.
Sure, you
I stay
want
quiet.
to defend, ideally, but you
I
can
stay
win
quiet
without
on that one.
Right. Let me see how many people we got in here real quick.
I've seen it happen.
Okay, so we got a little bit more. All right, I just want to go ahead and say it. So I've been contacted by a ton of players after the announcement of the tournament. And people were like, I just want to know, like, is it for sure? Is it real? Are the devs actually going to back the prizes? So it is been confirmed that this is going to happen. The developers have seen the stream. They do want to do this. They did mention the prizes. I'm going to do my job on my side of things to make sure I get every single detail for you guys as far as, I want to make sure it's all confirmed, what the prizes are going to be. Make sure that it's for, the first, second, and third place players that place that in the rankings, and just, all the details. So I can't give you anything more than that, but I just want to reassure everybody. And if I didn't message you back right away, it's because I was waiting on confirmation as well. So I'll bring you guys some more details soon. But guys, this is the beginning of something beautiful. So shout out to the moderator who helped me make this happen. Shout out to all my friends who are mods in the Godfather Discord. Can't do this without you guys. Shout out to my chat mafia. I see Xena in the building. I see Sterling in the building. We got Michael in the house. We got so many guys. Thank you so much for showing up. And thank you guys for your input. We still are, like I said, we need more ideas for these other tournaments so we can start nailing out the details. If anybody who's in my Mobile Mafia Discord, if you guys could share the link to the Mobile Mafia Discord in this chat right here, because okay, if you could just share it again, just for the people who, so they don't, just so it's there fresh in the chat. We need to make sure we get these people in there as soon as possible, and just let me know, guys. I will make that tab tonight. It's going to be specifically for the tournament. All you guys have to do is say, hey, let me know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested. Please let me know your time zone. Let me know what server you're in. Let me know your game name. All the little information. That way I can try and keep track of you guys. And then when the time comes, you guys will be the first person we talk to. So
Also,
go ahead, buddy.
Also, you can reach out to Aztec King as well, so we both could be on top of it. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
we can get on top of everything. If I vision something big happening, not now, but we're gonna grow it into something big. And yeah, so just hit us up. Any ideas? Whatever you feel like you want to do, just hit us up. That's what we're here for.
I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Okay. So, well, this is the other thing I wanted to touch on, guys, because we talked about this pre-stream. It is not... Okay, wait. I'm trying to think how to word this. It is my priority to make everybody happy. But here's where some people may disagree with me. And that's fine. You have every right to disagree with me. The players who put in the most time, the players who have the most seniority, I would say, that's a good way to put it, are the ones I want to cater to first. Because these guys and girls however you identify yourself, they're the ones who have put in the time. They've probably taught 100 or more players throughout their time in this game and seen them all come and go. But it's about showing up every day and not giving up. That's what's important. And so these vets that have put the time in, that have dealt with the bullshit, the game bugs, the you know what I'm saying? All this, like, it's kind of like me when I look at the new generation of all the shit that they have in the stores and the stuff that they have now that we never had when we were kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it easier for them.
Right.
Make it real easier for them.
Right.
They read books, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And the vets have been sticking it out since before where they had all this shit. You know, so shout out to the vets, and that's who we are going to cater to first. So with that being said, go ahead, brother.
This is this rhetorical question. This is a rhetorical question. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Who would you rather sit and listen to and learn the game from?
Yeah, you're right.
We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave that right there, dude.
Which is why people like Webster are so important. So with that being said, guys, the whole point of that conversation was this. Webster has an inside look at what the other vets of this game want to see. Can you elaborate just a little bit more, Webster, on what those things would be?
On what vets want to see?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see like the big battles and the setups behind it and the strategy around it, but I would really love someone to come and talk about it, but I think that would take some bribing because getting them to talk about setups might be difficult.
Well, again, and for the people who didn't know or didn't hear it earlier, and I don't want people to be turned off by this idea because they do want to compete, but at the same time they don't want their setups being out there and all that. We said it earlier.
Bro. Privacy.
Yeah, privacy is key. So if you guys would rather, obviously you wouldn't be able to compete in the tournament without us monitoring you, but you would be able to, if you wanted to, go into the Mobile Mafia Discord and drop an edited video. You know what I'm saying? Screen record yourself doing it, and then edit out the stuff you don't want, and just put it in. And if you guys want to do it in different sets of videos, like 1, 2, 3, 4, little video shots or whatever, I can edit that for you, and then it would be my honor to show that to the world. So there's a lot of ways we can do this. And Webster did say that she does know people that have, we'll call them specialists. We'll call them Godfather specialists that are like experts in certain categories, because she feels the same way I do, where I don't want to speak on stuff that I could potentially have somebody else speak on who's a lot more in the know. So we will be bringing you guys how-to videos. We will be trying to get specialists on here. If you guys would like to come on, I would love to have you on. If there's something that if you guys are watching this, listening to this, if there's something that you specialize on in the game and you would like to help us pass this knowledge on, let us know. And once again, we are looking for moderators, guys. We need chat mods. We need moderators for our official Mobile Mafia Discord, because it's going to grow out of control. I already know, especially once this tournament reaches the ears of all the other players throughout the servers. Sterling says people cob a block, then leave and don't try to defend it. Or maybe that's just family's experience.
My family experience.
Yeah.
I imagine they probably run in fear.
Yeah, right. Shout out Friggs. Friggs in the chat. Shout out Zeno. Zena's in the chat.
Shout out to Frig.
What's up?
Frig, how you doing? Shout it out. So, you mentioned something a second ago. I just wanted to piggyback on that. I'm pretty sure we can get our players and vets to record their mansion hitting another mansion, and then sending a screenshot of their battle report where they can edit it to where if they don't want us to see the troops that they have, they can edit that out, and we can just look at the report numbers itself.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because I can tell you right now, we're definitely not going to see, not unless, like Webster said, not unless they give the okay, where they'll record the replay. But my thinking, just to be safe, is let's see you guys hit each other on the mansion, and then let's see the battle report minus your troops that you want to be fighting.
Right.
Just an idea.
Right. Yeah, that's a good
I don't know if you guys
idea.
want to spit on it, but it's just an idea.
Michael said in chat, who's on the phone? Guys, this is our mystery caller. It's a mystery caller for a reason. We're not going to disclose that information, but you guys will, from now on, we're going to call her Webster. And whenever Webster wants to come on the show, the door is open. We'll leave the light on for you, like the Super 8, baby.
There you go. Got the music in the background.
But the other thing I can promise you guys for 100% certain, I'm standing on this. You guys can hold me accountable from now on. So I can go to the settings. You guys already know this. If you go to settings, you guys can select servers. So I'm going to make an account in the new server that just opened, and because they got Kill Event coming up. And then every server after that, you guys, I'm going to be there with an account. So that way, when the first Kill Event happens, I'm going to be making connects with all the players. You know what I'm saying? Those guys can share coordinates in world chat and family chats, and I'll have all the battles. You know what I'm saying? The fresh new battles. It's almost like Aztec was saying, like an ESPN. We're going to be kind of like recruiters. You know what I'm saying? Like scout recruiters or scouts, just trying to find the new up-and-coming talent. You guys might see some new up-and-coming spenders. And then also, I'm going to be making a account in Webster's server, so that way I can, I really do want to talk to the vets. And I would love to make some friends with vets and just kind of pick their brain about what they want to see and how we can improve the show. And that counts. All the little things count. But I wanted to be outside, and Lethal told me, as part of the team, Lethal's like, look, they don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. If you're going to do this, you need to make it professional. And so here I am with the light setup and everything else. So we want to make this the best possible vibe for you guys possible. So guys, we have a lot more to talk about, but right now I want to give you guys actually, I'm going to let Aztec, are you in game right now? Where's your location?
I'm not in game, but I can get in game.
I mean, if it's up to you, if you want to run the news down as far as just what's been going on, and also the new events, and who's ranking and what, and all that good news stuff. If you want to do it, you can.
Well, yeah, for sure. Let's talk about neutral games. Let's talk about neutral games, and let's talk about the family rankings on that. It was not surprising, but the Avengers, AVG, took first place in neutral games today.
Yeah, that's super surprising, bro. What the hell?
Hey, that just shows you, and I'm not putting other families down. It's just that, AVG, if you know AVG's story, and this is based off watching rankings while doing what we're doing until we joined, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were just being consistent. And the next thing you know, Tony Stark comes out of left field and does what Iron Man does. You know what I'm saying? Just snapped his finger, instead of him dying, he just fucking rejuvenated him. But you gotta give him some props, bro. You gotta give Tony Stark some props, because they got a lot of points, bro. And I sat there, I was like, damn, okay.
You said he rejuvenates.
Taking neutral games. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Shout out Avengers family for being the underdogs and in the end pulling it off, guys. Round of applause for Avengers. Round of applause for Tony Stark. Dude, you're a great leader. I'm in Avengers right now, hanging out. I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and head over to BDS for a little bit, and I might make that my permanent family. I'm pretty positive I am. If they'll have me, because BDS. Huh?
So you're trying to move me again?
No. Letha's like, you want to move me again? No, I want to keep my friends in Avengers as well, and but I do, as on a competitive edge, I want to be able to give the viewers, that competitive edge, and I think that's going to be one of the best things. I don't know whose Dota Pop is, but I think that's
news, ladies and gentlemen. That was breaking news.
That was my friend.
I do want to get the front. I want to be on the front lines, man, from a journalistic standpoint, and show these guys what it's like to be in the top family. But look here, for the people who are like, oh, he's family hopping. Bro, I'm over here in Avengers family to help them out. You know what I'm saying? I've been helping them with events and just helping them with donations, and I brought a bunch of friends over there so they could grow, and they are growing out of control now, guys. So like I said, shout out to them. I love Tony Stark and I love his management team. Their chat is nonstop, guys. Their chat is like going all the time.
So I'm gonna say this in front of everybody. I'm staying in AVG. So you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about me moving around the world again. No. I'm officially going to stay with AVG. I'm going to officially help AVG do what it takes to get AVG where that family needs to be. Give them a little strategic. Even though there's a lot of experienced players there. But I think, and this is my perspective with Smooth going to BDS, I think that's a hell of a move. Because on a journalistic standpoint, he's in the inside, and it's not like the old school way where somebody goes over there and the first thing you do, oh, he's spying. No, that's not what it's doing right now. So yeah, I applaud him, but I just want to let everybody know, I'm not going nowhere. I'll be in AVG chilling, doing what I do, growing, and getting this server ready for server wars down the road.
That's amazing, man. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're staying there, to be honest with you.
I wasn't gonna go nowhere.
I do want to get also, because I love having Webster with us right now. I feel like a total advantage, like just playing the game. I feel more comfortable like with everything I'm doing right now because I know if I have a question I can ask. Webster, are you still with us?
Abandoned. How's it feel now?
Webster? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Just making sure you're still with us. So, being that you've been in this game as long as you have, what are some tips for players? Not just game related, like I'm playing the game, but what are some tips that you would give some new players? As far as making the right moves in the game, what you should focus on the most, stuff like that.
First and foremost, I would say stay off of world chat. It's
Crucial.
Full of spam and trolls.
All right, I had to laugh at that one.
Yep.
There's nothing good that can come from being in world chat.
Hallelujah.
Great point.
Secondly, I would say stay focused on your game because everybody plays a little bit differently. Everybody from like the whales, as you guys call them, to spenders, to the non-spenders. Everybody plays differently, but you should focus on your own game and focus on growing everything, and don't just focus on one singular thing, like building your mansion, for example. If you just build your mansion and you don't touch anything else in your account, then you basically have a paper mansion, and you'll be very disappointed when kill event starts.
Round of applause for
Webster.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that, right?
Yep.
I'm just making sure y'all heard that. Okay. All
Absolutely. Right. That's a great point. Nobody wants the paper mansion, guys. You do not want to be moving around the map in an origami. All right.
Then y'all can figure out Wolf come over here and blow that house down, player.
What is the House of Cards? I'm not sure, but I'll find my dots.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, dude, Lethal's bringing all types of new people into the YouTube stream. Guys,
Shout out to Lethal.
shout out Lethal, man. Shout out Lethal, man. I really appreciate it. This is like 3 or 4 people she's already brought from her other game over here. So, I do want to show those. So, most of these players, I think, are coming from a game that's called what, babe?
Yeah, you don't need to mention it.
She don't want to mention it. Oh, okay. That's hard. That's hard.
A
For me.
good game.
It's
It's a good game.
It's got to be a good game if they got
It's
players
gotta
like
be a
that.
great game.
my pot of people.
Are there any other things that you would want to tell a new player, like just who's starting out, Webster?
Don't give up.
Mm.
The new server trolling and spamming and just drama, like Tony was talking a couple of episodes ago, that only lasts so long,
Right.
like month, 2 months tops. You get past that hurdle, it's pretty much smooth sailing at that point. There's a lot of mergers that happen into one family, and then within a couple of months, you're too busy focused on growing and getting ready for server war. So all of that drama dies down, especially after another server opens and then another one opens. People start moving away from your server and things just kind of calm down, because some people just join servers to be the drama on World
Right.
Chat and stir up shit. And then when another server opens, they move. So don't server hop just because you're unhappy with the drama. Just don't focus on World Chat at all, and your game will be great.
Great point. Great.
That's an
point.
excellent point. Excellent point right there.
Yep. Well, like I said before, guys, we're gonna keep these streams shorter because we are doing this every day, and who knows, we might just get into a conversation after this stream and decide we want to do another one. So that's all. Like I said, guys, we're kind of we have a loose structure on this right now until we figure out what the players want, because that's all this is about, is what you guys want. So once we start hearing more things from the players about what they want to see on the channel, we're going to keep it loose, and I'm going to give Aztec the freedom to do whatever the fuck he wants to do on this channel, and I'm going to give the players the freedom to tell us whatever they want to see on this channel. So anything else that Webster, Aztec, you guys would like to see before I say our goodbyes?
West.
No, I think you guys are doing great. I really appreciate the content you're putting out. I think vets need to get involved so that it's a little bit more well-rounded, but I think you're doing great with trying to reach out to people and get them included.
She's involved.
Man, you guys make me so genuinely happy. I feel like I'm smiling on the inside. Shout out to Webster for coming on. I can't thank you enough. Shout out my boy Aztec, my brother from another mother, holding it down on the GNN News Network. And shout out to Chat Mafia for being here, showing up and showing out every single time. I love you guys. We will be here tomorrow. I'm going to try and keep it around the same time. And until next time, guys,